Riddle 74. Or is it? In between battling Vikings, the Anglo-Saxons were trying to solve riddles. Riddles are short alliterative poems in which the speaker challenges you to tell them what they are. In this vlog, we're going to look in depth at Exeter Book Riddle 74. Let's first look at our translation. I was a young girl, a grey-haired woman, and a singular man at the same time. I soared with birds and swam in water, dived on the waves, dead among fish, and stepped on land. I held a living spirit. Do not take everything you've just heard at face value. Riddles contain a lot of metaphors. In this riddle, an example of a metaphor is grey-haired. A creature probably isn't grey-haired, but just old, and it probably doesn't literally fly, or swim, or step. These last words illustrate another feature of riddles: imagery. They make the riddle come alive. So apart from these features, what makes riddles so puzzling? Paradoxes, and they are key to solving a riddle. In order to find the creature you're looking for, your answer has to fit all the paradoxes stated in the riddle. Let's look at the paradoxes in Riddle 74. The creature has to be a young girl, as well as an older woman. It's not just a woman, but also a man. It has to fly in the sky, swim in water, and step on land. And it has to be, well, dead, eventually. So, what solution have scholars come up with for Riddle 74? Well, as it turns out, there's no answer they all agree upon. Scholars have come up with several answers over the years, but they all have some issue. A possible solution is siren, which is posed by Frederick Tupper. Sirens are creatures from ancient Greek mythology. They're part woman, part fish, and part bird. While they look like beautiful young women, they are actually centuries old. Sirens lure sailors to their deaths by singing beautifully, but if they are unsuccessful, they dive into the water and sink as rocks to the bottom of the ocean. This leaves us with one problem. There are no hermaphroditic sirens, although there are male ones. But even if siren ticked all the boxes, how likely is it that the Anglo-Saxons actually knew about them? Horace Troutman has offered another solution. According to him, the answer we're looking for is water. Water occurs in all shapes and sizes. It can be a stream, an icicle, the ocean, a raindrop, snow, and even a cloud. So there's lots to choose from to make water fit all the paradoxes. Troutman has picked a spring, an ice flow, and snow. This might seem rather random, but it can be explained by considering his explanation of water's dual gender. He proposes that a young girl is actually a spring, for which the Old English word is the feminine noun borne, and that the singular man is actually snow, for which the Old English word is the masculine noun snar. This gives us an explanation of the creature's dual gender based on grammatical gender, but this is rather problematic. Whereas pronouns and adjectival endings can be used as indicators of gender in riddles, there's no other instance of words like girl or man indicating gender in Anglo-Saxon riddles. How does ice flow fit into all of this? Well, as snow, water flies through the sky. As a spring, it flows over the ground. And as an ice flow, it floats in the ocean. And when an ice flow melts, it ceases to exist. Water can thus be said to be born from the earth in the form of a spring before it grows into an ice flow and eventually dies. There's one last oddity to this solution that we'd like to point out. Remember that the riddle literally says, swim in water? Well, riddles usually don't explicitly mention that solution. According to John Niles, the creature we're looking for is an oak and a ship. In Anglo-Saxon times, ships were made from trees, and trees were associated with women. Ships, however, were associated with men. The life of a tree starts out as a sapling, which grows into an old tree, ready to be made into a ship. As a ship, it swims in the ocean, with its sails soaring through the wind like birds, and after its journey, it is beached on land. But how do we know that a tree is precisely an oak? Remember that the old woman is actually referred to as grey-haired. If we take this literally, it's not a clue. Trees seem to have grey hair if they're overgrown with lichens, and this feature is specific to old oaks. We seem to have found a creature. However, it cannot be a tree and a ship at the same time. Scholars have argued for several other solutions, like sun, cuttlefish, soul, barnacle goose, and ship's figurehead. And like siren, water, and okay ship, they're all problematic in some way. But if there isn't an answer to riddle 74, is it even a riddle at all? We'll probably never know. Thanks for watching!